Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Marlon Mack, his first carry of the game. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
He's tackled.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
56 to Mike, boys, 56.
On 2nd down, it's Mack. It's a foot race. The 20, 10. And he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 5. A huge play there for Chicago. 55 yards.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll run here with Mack. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. They held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
Stop short of the goal line. No gain on the play. Brings up 4th and goal.
Gets it out quickly here to the left flank. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Steven Sims Jr., his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears have taken the early lead. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
Bears 7, Packers nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On the option, Love will hang on to it. He'll pitch it back. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. 1st down, going to the air with Love. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Jackson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I think he just made the punter a little bit jealous there. There was some serious hang time on that ball. Deep downfield, and while it didn't connect, it certainly sent a message, didn't it?
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Play fake. Here's Love. Being chased out left. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the 1st down as well.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the 1st drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And some room to work. 20. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 35. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think of...
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
He is good.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. 45, 45. Let's go, D.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for Steven Sims. Incomplete. Kevin King there defensively.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away.
Punt formation.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. 7-7, our score after 1.
Tied 7-7.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Firing quickly out wide is Love. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Working with a 2nd and 4. Now they try the right side here. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Roquan Smith.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Touchdown, Packers! A 14-yard touchdown. And the Packers have taken the lead.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Whalen now to return. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Here's Marlon Mack. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Forced out to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll find his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he's going to have the Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Looking for the end zone. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who throw it.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And this time he is in.
Yes.
A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Packers add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by a Keller Witherspoon. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, 50. Boy, like, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to square you up. Don't get nervous. Let's get 50.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
The pass.
6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spend too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
A 2nd down throw for Love. Going down the middle, and it's complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
And a Packer 1st down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Love going to keep it on the option. He gives it up. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
The tackle by Jalen.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
3-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Packers 28, Bears 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout.
He was tackled at the
7 seconds left in the first half.
Gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Eddie Jackson.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
1-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And this will be a Packers first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the slip. Watch the slip. 54's mark. 54's mark. Check that.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
2nd and 11 now. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
Packers.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Gonna give this time to the tailback. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
The tackle made by Rock Yasin. It's a gain of 7.
On the option, Love will hang on to it. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have. He had the option there, decided to keep it, exposed himself and fumbled it.
Yeah, and you worry about the hits he's going to take in that situation. In this case, not only does he take the hit, he coughs the ball up, as you noted.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll run with Mack. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Looking deep downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 4-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now they try the right side here. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
On 3rd down, Love. It's caught. Jones. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold.
Packer 1st down.
Got it? 54. Mike, 54. There we go. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further.
He was brought down.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
The running back.
He'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Down at the 30-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Complete.
That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
A couple of 1st downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
I deserve that. It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up.
18 Cardinal.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 33. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch tight. 19 tight.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Love going to keep it on the option. He pitches it out. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
As many games as the two of us do, I would hope that one day we'll be able to solve this riddle. Why is it on a hot day that one team has more trouble with the heat than another, and especially when you can't stop a guy running the ball?
You know it's September in the booth, though, when you and I have both removed our coats, and those were gone in the first quarter.
They were gone in the first quarter.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Packers.
To number 84.
A big play there.
Green Bay.
With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Packers 45, Bears 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
At the 16-yard line.
Now a run with Mack. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming, pick them up, and someone jumped.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now a leaping catch, he's got it. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 15 yards and leads to 3rd down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 40. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have...
And this is taken in at the 5. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Touchdown, Green Bay.
Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown.
The kicker on for the point after.
So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will swell by 1 more. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with a football here as we welcome you back. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. He's going to let it fly. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 20. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just... And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1.
All praises for a tremendous return, but how about the guys that never gave up on the play, refused to let him get into the end zone, and tracked him down before he got there and made the tackle? A lot of pride exhibited by guys on special teams.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
They'll try to run this one in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Love now. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone.
And, well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. And this one is right through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
16-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
Tonight's final score, Packers.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working.